We have seen enemies, heard of wars, watched attacks unfold. We have felt the pain of loss and witnessed the might of our defense forces. But have you ever heard of the Black Cats? At Page Pulse by Lee, we have always honored our heroes. Today, we bring to light those who live in the deepest shadows, warriors no one dares to speak of. Born from tragedy, forged in fire, the Black Cats are more than just commandos. They're India's last line of defense. This is the untold story of India's deadliest unit. The National Security Guard, or NSG, is India's most elite commando force. They are specially trained to deal with situations like terrorist attacks, hijacks, and hostage rescues. They are called in when the situation is too dangerous or too complex for the regular police or even the army to handle. Because they wear black uniforms and operate with complete secrecy, they are often called the Black Cats. Their job is not to fight wars. Their main goal is to stop a disaster before it becomes worse. That means saving lives, protecting important places, and bringing dangerous situations under control as quickly as possible. You won't usually see them in the news, but they're always ready, trained, prepared, and waiting to protect the country when it needs them the most. To understand how the NSG was formed, we need to look back at what happened in 1984. That year, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was assassinated by her own bodyguards. This shocking incident led to large-scale riots and unrest across the country. At that time, India didn't have a special force trained to handle serious threats like terrorism or hostage situations. The military was trained to fight wars. The police handled law and order. But for high-risk operations inside the country, there was a clear gap. That's when the government decided to create a new force. One that could respond quickly to any terrorist attack, hijack, or similar threat. In 1986, the National Security Guard was officially formed. It was based on models like the SAS from the UK and GSG-9 from the Germany, some of the world's most advanced counter-terror units. The idea was very simple. Take the best soldiers and officers from the army and the police, give them advanced training, and build a team that can act with speed, accuracy, and complete focus in any emergency. But creating the NSG was just the first step. The real challenge was building a team skilled enough to handle the toughest threats. Not everyone can become a Black Cat commando. The NSG only selects the best soldiers and officers from the Indian Army and Central Armed Police Forces like the CRPF and BSF. Even after being selected, they don't automatically join. They have to go through months of intense training, both physically and mentally, that pushes them to their limits. Their training includes fighting in cities and buildings called urban warfare, rescuing hostages in high-risk situations, defusing bombs and handling explosives, close quarter combat where they fight enemies in very tight spaces, and most importantly, mental toughness, learning to stay calm and focused under extreme pressure. The aim of this training is simple: to prepare them for any situation, no matter how dangerous it is. They are trained to act fast, quietly, and with complete accuracy. Their goal is to finish the mission without any mistakes, because in their line of work, even a small error can cost lives. The NSG's motto is Sarvatra Sarvotam Suraksha, which means everywhere, always the best for protection. But training alone doesn't make them legendary. What truly defines the NSG are the real life missions they have faced and the lives they have saved. Since its formation, the NSG has been part of some of the most critical missions in India's modern history. Their missions were high risk and involved saving lives during terrorist attacks. Let's look at a few missions where NSG proved why they were called the best of the best. One such movement came in 2002. Two heavily armed terrorists attacked the Akshardham temple in Gujarat. They killed innocent people and took couples hostage. The NSG was called in and carried out a carefully planned operation. They neutralized the terrorists and secured the temple, saving many lives. But that was just the beginning. In 2008, the nation was shaken by one of the deadliest attacks, the 26 November Mumbai attacks. Multiple locations in Mumbai, including the Taj Hotel, Oberoi Hotel, CST Station and Nariman House, were attacked by terrorists. The NSG commandos were rushed in from Delhi and launched daring rescue missions to save hostages and eliminate the attackers. They fought non-stop for nearly 60 hours. It became one of the toughest urban operations India had ever faced. The courage, precision and sheer endurance of the NSG during those 3 days earned them respect across the country and the world. Fast forward to 2016. Terrorists targeted the Pathankot Air Force Station in Punjab. Once again, the NSG stepped in to support Indian forces. With calm precision, they secured the base and prevented further devastation. These are just a few examples. Many of the NSG's missions are never made public. But what we do know is clear. When there is a serious threat and lives are at risk, the NSG is trusted to handle the situation. But what makes the NSG truly exceptional isn't just what they do, it's how they do it. Very little is shown and even less is known. The NSG doesn't reveal names. There are no press interviews, no social media, no award ceremonies. They don't chase medals. They follow a code. Unseen faces, unshaken forces, unmatched discipline. Even during major operations like Pulwama aftermath, the NSG commandos were quietly deployed, not for publicity but to prevent further attacks and ensure national security. Their base in Manesar, Haryana is more than just a training center. It's a fortress. This is where the real transformation begins. Commandos are trained under extreme conditions, split-second decisions, close-quarter combat drills, advanced weapons handling, real hostage simulations, and it never stops. They continue training with forces from Israel, Germany, and the US to keep evolving with the threats of tomorrow. No spotlight, no noise, just constant preparation for the one mission that could come at any moment. They adapt, they evolve, because the battlefield never stays the same. Today, the threat isn't just from guns or grenades. It comes from the sky, in the form of drones. It travels through code, in cyber attacks. It hides in silence as biological warfare. But even in this invisible war, someone's already preparing. Someone's already watching. The Black Cats. They train for the future, they adapt faster than the enemy. And when the nation sleeps, they don't. Because safety isn't a coincidence, it's a choice, a commitment, a sacrifice. They won't ask for credit, they don't seek applause. They just stay in the shadows, alert, unseen, ready to risk everything for a country that may never know their names. They walk through fire but leave behind no footprints, no names, no faces, just a legacy written in silence. You may never meet them. You may never know when they step in to save countless lives. But now you know of them. So let's not end with a scroll. Let it begin with a share. Because stories like this aren't just to be told. They are to be remembered and passed on. For the shadows they stand in are the very ones that keep the rest of us in the light. This is the story of the Black Cats. I hope you liked the video. For more such videos, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned to my channel. Until my next video, stay curious and keep reading. Signing off, Page Pulse Bailey. See you next time.